Okay, we hear so much about artificial intelligence, right? But what if I told you that the most powerful AI out there isn't programmed the way you think it is? What if I told you it actually teaches itself? Well, today, we're going to break down exactly how that's even possible.
All right, so let's start with a little thought experiment. Let's say it's your job to program the world's best chess player. I mean, an AI that can beat any human grandmaster. Where would you even begin? Seriously, how would you code for every single possible move, every single strategy, every counter move? It's kind of mind-boggling when you think about it.
Well, here's the crazy part. The answer is, you don't. That's right. The best chess player on the entire planet wasn't programmed with a single human strategy. In fact, no human taught it how to play chess at all.
So how did it learn? This is the wild part. It learned by playing millions and millions of games against itself. It started from scratch, knowing absolutely nothing. And this incredible technique, it has a name. It's called reinforcement learning. And believe me, it is changing pretty much everything.
Okay, so to get how this works, you really only need to know three main things. First up, we have what's called the agent. The agent is just the learner, simple as that. It's the AI, or the robot, the thing that's trying to figure out how to do something. So in our chess game, the agent is the AI player itself.
All right, next up, every learner needs a place to learn, right? And that's the environment. The environment is simply the world the agent gets to play in. It could be the chessboard, it could be a level in a video game, or for a robot, it could be, the actual physical world. It's the playground where everything goes down. And now for the third piece of the puzzle. And this one is absolutely crucial. The reward function. I mean, how does the agent know if it's on the right track? It gets a reward. This is just a super simple signal, like a point or a score, that basically tells the agent, hey, good job, or nope, that was a bad move. Think of it as a little digital treat.
So you've got these three parts, the agent, the environment, and the reward. How do they all fit together? Well, they work in this constant, continuous loop. It goes like this. The agent makes a move. That move changes the environment. Then the agent gets a reward, or maybe it doesn't. And based on that feedback, it updates its strategy for the next move. And it just does this again and again and again, millions of times.
Okay, I know this might still sound a little bit abstract, but don't worry, there is a perfect everyday example that makes this whole thing just click. Honestly, at its heart, reinforcement learning is a whole lot like training a dog. Let's just look at them side by side. When you're training a dog, the dog is the learner, right? It's our agent. And think about it. You don't physically grab its legs and force it into a sit position. No way. You just kind of wait, and when it happens to sit down on its own, bam, you immediately give it a treat. That's the reward. And the dog's brain connects sitting with that tasty treat, and it starts doing it more often. The AI is doing the exact same thing, but instead of sitting for a treat, it's making a chess move for a point. But here's where it gets really nuts. This is the AI's superpower. A dog might take, a few days, maybe weeks to learn a new trick, but an AI, it can run through this learning loop millions of times per hour. It is literally trial and error at the speed of light. And that scale, that unbelievable speed, is what makes this whole thing so incredibly powerful. I mean, we are talking about an AI playing more games of chess in one single day than a human could play in 1,000 lifetimes. It's exploring a number of possibilities that's just completely beyond our human comprehension. And this is what it all leads to, which I think is just amazing. Because the AI isn't burdened by, centuries of human chess strategy. It's not thinking the way we do. So it discovers these completely new, sometimes really weird-looking, creative ways to win. Strategies that have left the world's best grandmasters just scratching their heads in disbelief. It's not just better, it's creative in a way that feels genuinely superhuman.
So yeah, mastering games like chess is, it's awesome. But the real game changer, the part that should get you really excited, is how this exact same idea is being used out in the real world.
People are using this exact same method, trial, error, and reward, to do some incredible stuff. They're teaching robots how to walk, just like a toddler learns by falling down a lot. They're training robotic arms to pick up objects they've never seen before. And they're even using it to optimize gigantic, complex systems like our power grids or global supply chains.
And that really brings us to the big, fascinating question to leave you with. The idea itself is so simple, right? Just reward something for getting closer to a goal and let it figure out the how on its own. So if an AI can teach itself something as incredibly complex as walking just by trying and failing over and over, what on earth is it going to learn to do next?